which is brought to you by Zone. I'm your host, Sandra Rossi. Hisense has entered into a manufacturing alliance with an Indian company, EPAC Durable. Hisense has contracted EPAC to set up a dedicated manufacturing facility in India to manufacture air conditioners. The deal is part of a strategy to introduce Hisense air conditioners to the Indian market. Production will commence in June 2025 and the facility will have the capacity to produce 1 million air conditioners by 2027. Hisense is aiming to be one of the top 5 brands in India and will use the facility for export opportunities. Hisense appointed a new CEO in India earlier this year to implement the company's growth strategy in that market. Trane Technologies delivered strong results overnight for its third quarter 2024. Revenue totaled US $5.4 billion, which is an 11.4% increase compared to the same time last year. Bookings are at an all-time high, reaching $5.2 billion. The company has a backlog totaling $7.2 billion, which is up from $6.9 billion at year-end 2023. In the North American market, revenues were up 15%. In Europe, the Middle East and Africa, bookings were up 9%. It was all good news for Trane, with the exception of the Asia Pacific, where bookings were down 30% and revenues were down 21%. The UN Climate Change Conference, COP29, is only weeks away, but the UN is already warning that the Paris Agreement goal of keeping global temperatures under 1.5 degrees Celsius isn't likely to happen without some sort of urgent intervention. To maintain the Paris Agreement, nations need to collectively commit to cutting 42% of annual greenhouse gas emissions by 2030 and 57% by 2035. This is the commitment required in the next round of nationally determined contributions, which are due to be submitted in early 2025, ahead of COP30. Failure to make these commitments will immediately put the world on course for a temperature increase of between 2.6 to 3.1 degrees Celsius. The impact would be devastating. Full details of the wreckage is covered in a new UN Environment Programme report entitled The Emissions Gap Report 2024. Well, that's it for our headlines this week, which were brought to you by Zone. Thank you for watching.